bit of a different interactive video today because I need your thoughts on this subject. I need to know what you think. And the subject is the host of the Onchain Crypto YouTube channel and whether he is either ridiculously bad at business and knows nothing about crypto or is a scammer. And I don't know, but we're gonna find out in this video and I want your opinion. I want you to tell me. Shall we just get into it?
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need is some better.
Come on in, my dear friend, take a seat. I have no time for tea today. We have got a lot to get through, so we're just going to pile on through today. But as always, I will say I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research. And I also want to really quickly say a huge thank you to everybody that has subscribed to me. I am now, thank goodness, because I will now shut up about it, I am now over 1,000 subscribers. So a huge thank you to everybody, and especially the wonderful Greek DeFi guru who did a special shout out on one of his videos recently that really helped to push my numbers over that 1,000. Thank you, Greek, and thank you to everybody. So just a couple of things to say before we get into this video. The first one is that I've spoken previously on a previous video about standards in crypto and how I think we can actually all do better. And part of that is the way that we communicate and speak to each other. And so in this video, I will be holding to my standards that I always do, which is to be highly professional and respectful, actually. So in other words, I won't be doing this. Or
be quiet, you dummy!
Or this.
You soy boy!
Or this.
These dudes are dummies!
So that's that cleared up. The second thing to say is just to clarify that I don't know this person that I'm going to speak about in this video. I don't know him, I've never met him. Well, actually, we have met online. Well, he's met me because when we had the safuux sacrifice, I was on a live stream with Dan Prado, the Greek, lots of other YouTubers from safuux, and really cleverly, Onchain had our live stream in the corner of his screen, and he was live streaming, commenting on what we were saying. I thought that was really clever. And at one point, he noticed me, and actually, once he noticed me, he said quite a lot about me, but he noticed me. I know. And this is what he said about me. I wrote it down. He said, "Who the hell is that ugly Karen? She's so old, she should be at home looking after grandchildren." Unfortunately, I can't share the footage with you because he's since deleted that video. So it's okay, because I think we can all, in the heat of the moment, say really unprofessional, vile, sexist, ageist comments like that. So, it's okay. And it's okay that you deleted the video, that's fine. Oh, but actually, you're very clear about deleting videos, so we'll come back to that in a bit. Also, Oliver, can I call you Ollie? I don't know, I feel like we know each other. Ollie, if you want to educate yourself a little bit more actually about the need to get more females, and certainly older females, into the crypto space, I've made a video about it. I'll link it up here somewhere. Just if you want to take a look, it's there. Okay, with all of that out of the way, I do now seriously want to look at Onchain Crypto and his YouTube channel, what he's saying, and the fact that he has now got 2 projects that he is now, I think, CEO of, leader of, whatever he manages, he created, and what's happened to them. And I think this is an important video because, well, to give you a little bit of background about Onchain Crypto, he's had a YouTube channel for about 8 months now where he's been incredibly vocal about many crypto projects. And when I say vocal, I mean vocal.
Now, I've been calling out all of these scam projects for what they really are, right?
Hyper critical. He's been very clear about the extent of scamming in this sector, but he's been very exact about who those scammers are and what kind of people they are. And through all of that very outspoken kind of communication he's done with us, I've certainly picked up on a number of principles that are kind of running theme throughout all of his videos. And I just thought, now that he is the owner of a couple of crypto projects, we can actually start to judge him by his own standards. And I love the kind of idea of you live by the sword, you die by the sword, because what a great kind of, you live by example. That's really important to me. So in this video, I'm just going to actually use some of Ollie's own words from his videos. And I am trying to be as fair as possible. And I honestly am not trying to take them out of context. I've tried to pick clips that are just very kind of, they appear again and again as themes. And the snippets that I'm kind of showing to you, I think are representative of these themes that Ollie has and judges others by. So let's start. So as I said, Ollie, Onchain Crypto, has been making videos about all sorts of different projects for quite some time. Safuux being one of them, and I want to be very open. I am a Safuux investor, and this is how I've kind of come across Ollie. But it was probably back in, I don't know, it was probably in the summer, kind of August into September time, that suddenly his videos stopped. Oh, he's disappeared. But no, he then came back with an interesting project. He developed an NFT project. And there was a website set up and a Discord. Actually, I'll let Ollie explain what this NFT project was.
Inside of the Onchain channel, we're moving on towards providing value and actually making money. And if you want to join us, link is in the description. You can come, you can join us, because at this point, you see what we're doing. You see what we're doing up here, right? We got the NFT. Now we're going to be putting the money into our validator nodes that are going to pay us using the best blockchains on the market that will pay us real income. And that's how we're going to ride into the next bull run, right? We're going to do real stuff here. None of this nonsense where you watch everything go to zero.
So the NFTs, I believe, were about $1,000. Quite a lot. And also, I don't think you could get into the Discord for the project unless you bought a $1,000 NFT. So that's interesting. Anyway, there was a website, so you can find out everything about the website. I would put screenshots up here, but the website's gone. I'll come back to that in a minute. So this NFT project that was going to save DeFi. And Ollie made quite a few videos about this NFT project. And I could probably share more with you, but they've gone. They've been deleted. And it's suddenly like, what's happened to the NFT project? Because there's no longer, you can't get into Discord unless you buy an NFT. There's no longer a website and there's no videos anymore. So what's happened? And suddenly the website link is exactly the same website link that now takes you to Ollie's new project, which is a token, Fairplay. So there are two projects. It's kind of, well, what's happened to the NFTs? Well, I have the answer. And the answer can be found in, obviously, Disheveled Investors, who has asked why you remove all node videos. And Ollie's reply is, because the node project has been converted into the gambling project. Oh, so what we're saying is there was an NFT project that lasted, I don't know, 6 weeks, was it? But then it's been converted into a gambling project, which is now the project that we find through the link. What's interesting? What I find interesting is there's no explainer videos about that. It just kind of went, poof, disappeared. Interesting. And what I find particularly interesting about that is that Ollie has been very clear. One of his themes is around people deleting videos, and the fact that that is really kind of pointing to the fact that they're trying to cover something up. Here's what he says.
You know, he tried to erase the evidence, right? They're like, oh, okay, now he's erasing evidence. I mean, I'm saying, in my opinion, it was evidence because we connected him to Clever DeFi. And the moment I dropped the video, he removed it.
And then when somebody else asks him about the node project, there's clearly a lot of very confused people around this node project. Ollie's answer is this. I answered the question in other comments. I guess I'll make a video about it. Oh, so we can expect quite soon an explainer video as to why the $1,000 NFTs that we're gonna earn people a lot of money and we're gonna save crypto have within about 6 weeks dropped off the radar and become a gambling project. Great, look forward to that. Great, so that's the first project. And that leads on to the second project, but I think what Ollie's saying is they're the same project, so let's not worry about it. So anyway, the gambling part of the project called Fairplay. And Oliver has helped us out here in terms of trying to understand what's going on. Okay, so he's put out 2 videos about this. The first one was called Moon Mission FRP. I accidentally created a moonshot crypto token. And this is what he says.
You guys are not gonna believe this, bro. Yo, I just launched the moon mission. No, you see this right here? This right here? Moon mission. Okay, moon mission. I'm in the process of building something. I want to create something inside of DeFi that has actual utility. I want to have a token that can be used. Again, all of this will be linked in the description. We have to move fast, so we don't have time to go through the whole thing. You need to know everything about this project. You need to come to the community. We have a Discord that we're going to be opening tomorrow. Right now, the Discord is kind of closed.
So Oliver is fessing up to the fact that this is all a bit accidental. Okay, so utility, tokenomics, it's all a bit accidental, but hey, it's great because he's created this thing. Amazing, and it's going to the moon. Fantastic. Within about 24 hours, he put out his second video, which is this. What the rug? Did I just get rug pulled on my own project? Oh, Ollie, the chart. Should we look at the chart? Because the chart is one of your main themes. When you're talking about all these other scam projects, it's the chart. And I agree, charts are so important. Should we look at yours? And then should we just look at a few times that you said about the importance of the chart? Let's just take a look.
Going back to one of his project's tags, look at what happened to the project. Well, it went to 0. And how do we know this? We just look at the chart. The price went up and then it went to 0. All right, it went to 0. Now we need another one. Clever DeFi, another one of his projects. Well, what happened there? The price went up and then it went to 0.
So let's just summarize this. We have a project that we don't know how it came about. It was accidental, but it went to the moon. Then it plummeted to almost 0. It's still bobbing about. Who knows what will happen to it? I don't really care. I'm not saying it's been rug pulled. Oliver is.
But in the meantime, if you're interested in what actually took place, let me explain. All right, so this is what the chart looks like. All right, just in case you haven't seen it yet. Like right now, it looks like a big fat middle finger. I don't know exactly what's going on. It kind of feels like this is the ultimate revenge from all of the scammers that had a chance to interact with my own token. And so they made a big middle finger to me. I mean,
He's saying his own project's been rug pulled, but he's blaming others for it. I don't know. I mean, look, this token might take off, it might not. It's irrelevant. This person who has created this project is saying he doesn't have a clue how it's working, what it's going to do, but it's gone to the moon, so that's okay. I literally cannot believe I said I wouldn't get personal. I'm not going to get personal. I kind of think that's a bit irresponsible. Don't you? Would you invest in this? I wouldn't, but you might. I don't know. But that's not what is important. The important question is Oliver just a really poor businessman who doesn't have a clue what he's doing? Or is he scamming you? And Oliver has been very helpfully clear in terms of where he believes the responsibility sits for a project, especially when it's going like that. Should we take a look?
So it's down 95%, all right? So this is critical.
No,
as a
not.
CEO,
No,
as a
it's
CEO.
Not. No, it's.
Oh
No,
my
it's
God. Like,
No,
let
it's
me
not.
see how many people are in
Don't
here.
worry
I just want to
about
check.
all my friends.
Okay, cool. Hold on. So there's
Yeah, let me-
771 people in here. I just said to the leader of a protocol, of a project that you guys are invested in, that the price is down by 95%. Dude sits here. Well,
Let me
he's not
speak.
really looking at me in the eyes because he knows I'm the captain now. But he literally said it doesn't matter. So when it's going to go to zero, it's still not going to matter? Okay,
And
so
I
let me
fail to
ask
see
you
how
this.
you would
If you
see how-
cannot call your performance in previous projects a failure, can you acknowledge the failure of the portfolios of the people that participated in these projects? Can you acknowledge that? Do you consider token going down in price, portfolio going down in value? Can you consider that failure for investors? So if the thing goes to below $1 and it's down 99%, and guess who's responsible for the project? Because if you lose confidence on open market, the leadership is responsible, Brian.
Okay, so to summarize, we have an initial NFT project that failed, but then magically morphed into a gambling project that was accidentally created. We don't quite know what's going on, but it went to the moon, but then it plummeted. Okay, that's so, I could sit here for hours with clips beyond belief. And what I've shown you is just a tiny, tiny bit of our Oliver and his output. And I could delve a lot deeper, and I might do in the future, but that's the future. This video is long enough as it is. And to be honest, I can't stomach watching any more of those videos. Oh God. So let me know in the comments, where do you stand on Ollie's current project, his management of the two projects, because let's be clear, they are two projects, and one's definitely failed and one looks like it's failed, but who knows? It might not, I don't care. And what he said about those projects, or haven't said. Deleting evidence, I don't know. It's all there. And interestingly, just as I've been filming this video, our Ollie has dropped another video. This time it's about safuux. Well, it's not about safuux, it's about his current project and him saying that actually it's an amazing project now and things look like they're going fantastically well. Fab. And how safuux investors should be getting in. But I just want to pick you up on one thing, Ollie, because you have been very incorrect in, talking about safuux in that video. It's called Brian is Mad at Me for This. That's the video. And in that, Oliver very clearly says that safuux is an inflationary token.
Project is an inflationary token. Tokens are being printed every day. New tokens are being created, unlike my token, which is deflationary.
I'm afraid, Ollie, you're very wrong, actually. Look, if you're going to comment on projects, please at least get yourself up to speed with the actual facts. Look at the tokenomics. I know you don't necessarily have tokenomics in your project, but safuux does. And if you look at the most recent tokenomics, you'll understand a bit more about safuux. It's actually hyper-deflationary, and the contract's been renounced, and it's now a 100% community project. Just have a look. It only happened like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I know it's not in your nature to really research deeply about these things before you talk about them. That's quite obvious, but please try harder. Thanks. I'm gonna end this video here. I could go on and on. Oh, so much rich material that I could share with you. But I think I've probably shared enough so that you can understand where I'm coming from in terms of the question that I'm asking. And actually, I'm not answering the question in this video. I'm not expressing my view whether Oliver is actually a very poor businessman who doesn't have a clue about crypto versus being a scammer. I have my own thoughts, maybe I'll share them in a future video. It's not for now, but it would be interesting to hear what you think. I think though, on a more general point, I do want to say, as a safuux investor, I have experienced what I would describe as totally irresponsible YouTubing. I've witnessed the effect that it has not only on projects, but on investors. And I think we need to be better than that. And I know lots of us live in free countries with free speech, and we value that, and everybody's entitled to say whatever they want. I'm saying what I want to on this video. Oliver is saying what he wants. But I'm not creating crypto projects where people are investing and potentially losing money. Oliver is. And so I do believe that he needs to be held to a higher standard, and actually his own standards. And I think, as a general comment, I would like to say that yes, we are a fledgling sector. It's like the Wild West, deregulation, a lot goes wrong. But until we can move on for what seems to be the default setting for many with high profiles, that is one of bullying, bitching, vile comments, making wild statements that are incorrect. And I've just proved one of those to you a few minutes ago. We're never going to get any better. And actually, we need to be better. So can we all just try to be better?
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.